but we will charge them approximately half of what they are and have been charging us. So the tariffs will be not a full reciprocal. I could have done that, yes, but it would have been tough for a lot of countries who didn't want to do that.
The recent announcement of US tariffs on Indian exports has sparked widespread confusion, particularly over whether the rate is 26% or 27%. President Donald Trump on April 2, 2025, unveiled sweeping reciprocal tariffs under his Fair and Reciprocal Plan. These tariffs aim to match the duties other nations impose on American goods, ensuring what Trump described as a level playing field. During his announcement, Trump stated that India would face a 26% tariff.
India, very, very tough, very, very tough. The Prime Minister just left. He's a great friend of mine, but I said, you're a friend of mine, but you're not treating us right. They charge us 52%. You have to understand, we charge them almost nothing for years and years and decades. And
White House cited India's high duties on US goods, such as a 52% tariff on American apples and an 80% tariff on rice, as justification for this move. This statement immediately made headlines, with many media outlets reporting the 26% figure as official. But according to reports, a White House annex listing future reciprocal tariff rates initially was different for at least 14 economies from what was on the charts presented when Trump announced his Liberation Day tariffs in the Rose Garden. In each case, they were higher by exactly 1 percentage point. For India, it showed 27%, and that is why the confusion arose.
but we will charge them approximately half of what they are and have been charging us. So the tariffs will be not a full reciprocal. I could have done that, yes, but it would have been tough for a lot of countries who didn't want to do that.
However, later on April 3rd, the White House adjusted the annex rates downward to reflect the slightly lower numbers. White House clarified that the adjusted tariff rate for India was set at 26%. While this tariff is steep and poses challenges for industries like textiles, electronics, and auto parts, it is relatively moderate compared to tariffs imposed on other countries, such as Vietnam at 46% and China at 34%. This gives India a slight competitive edge in certain export categories.